مراجعة النفس. We have to bring ourselves to account. We have to focus on ourselves. We have to think about, am I implementing that which I heard? Am I being addressed? When the scholar says we have to stop being from these individuals that cause problems and this and that, the person has to, what does a person do? They leave the masjid or whatever and they say, yeah, see, you heard? The student or the scholar said we have to stop being from these type of people. That sister needs to stop that. That sister needs to stop that. What about yourself? What about yourself? Are you sure? Are you sure that you haven't fallen into that which the scholar is warning against? That's something that you need to really contemplate over. It was mentioned in Sheikh Saleh Fawzan Hafizahullah Ta'ala last year. The question, بعض طلبة العلم إذا سمع توجيهات من العلماء ونصائح لطلبة العلم يظن أن المقصود غيره فلا يحاسب نفسه ولا يراجعها ليصحح نيته فهل من نصيحة في ذلك. It was mentioned in Sheikh Saleh Fawzan Hafizahullah Ta'ala, some students of knowledge, and it's all of us. It's reality, all of us, as the Sheikh is going to say. Some student of knowledge, if they hear the advice of the scholars, if they hear the direction and the advice of the scholars for the students, they think that the scholar is always talking about others. So the person does not bring himself to account and he does not correct his intention. So what is your advice? The Sheikh said, Hafizahullah Ta'ala. What did Sheikh Saleh, Al-Allama, Sheikh Saleh Al-Fawzan say, Hafizahullah Ta'ala? He says, نعم هو كذلك ربما نكون كلنا كذلك. He said, Na'am, this is accurate and correct. And it is possible that all of us are like this. Sheikh Saleh Fawzan is saying this, Hafizahullah Ta'ala. He said, it's possible that all of us are like this. حينما نسمع الوعد والوعيد حينما نسمع الوعد والتحذير نظن أنه موجه لغيرنا. He said, when we hear the warnings, when we hear the threats and the warnings, we always feel that it is directed to other than us. ما نستحضر أنه موجه لنا. We do not keep in mind that this is directed to us, every individual. Every individual who hears the warnings and the admonitions and the punishments, everyone is being addressed. نقول هذا على غيرنا. هذا على المفرطين. هذا على المتكاسلين. طيب أنت لست مفرط? This is what Sheikh Saleh Fawzan said. He said, we always say, this is not for us. This is for those who are negligent. These are for the lazy people. Then the Sheikh Saleh Fawzan said, okay, what about you? You're not negligent? What about you? You're not negligent? He said, أنت. He said, طيب أنت لست مفرط. أنت لست متكاسل. ما عندك نقص. He said, you're not deficient. You're not lazy. You have no deficiencies. Look what the Sheikh said, Hafizahullah Ta'ala, to the end of the answer. To the end of the answer. So the reality, this is one of the major problems, is that when we come to the masjid and we hear about, sisters dividing the ranks and sisters causing fitna in the community, we always like, yeah, see, he's talking about them sisters. And we don't think that he's talking about you, sis. He's talking about you. And there was another thing mentioned in that same lesson by Sheikh Saleh Fawzan Hafizahullah Ta'ala. And we did that lesson when we was doing Irathat al-Lahfan. He said in that same lecture, in order for a person to bring himself to account, and we're saying women, in order for a female to bring herself to account, she always has to consider herself deficient. She always considers herself deficient. So she tries to seek to better herself. She tries to seek to better herself. This is what the Sheikh mentioned, Hafizahullah Ta'ala.